Hey Bookies! Today we are going to go over some mystery thriller recommendations for the season. So let's get started. Start off this list with probably the most cliche author right now on mystery thriller book recommendations. It's Karen and McManus. Don't blame me. I really like her writing. So yeah, we're just gonna quickly go over these four and then pretend it never happened and get to the other four on this list. Anyways, that is a sequel. So the Karen and McManus series starts off with One of Us is Lying, which is the first book that she came out with. Basically, it is a Breakfast Club inspired mystery where five people go into detention, only 4 walk out. One of them dies, strangely, by drinking from the water fountain. Anyways, all 4 of them are suspect. I don't know why the teacher is never a suspect. Anyways, all 4 of them are a suspect, and rumors start going wilder whenever the gossip app for the, I guess, gossip blog, we'll just call it a gossip blog, that is run by the dead kid is revealing some secrets that these 4 did not want to get out. Very entertaining, very twisty-windy. You're going to really like this one. The next one that immediately follows that book is One of Us is Next. Our 4 heroines are back. And ever since the founder of the old gossip blog has, died mysteriously, people have been trying to fill his hole. I guess this school really needs gossip. Anyways, none of them are landing until someone comes up with this app, which is basically a Truth or Dare app, which a couple of our heroes decide to participate in, and it doesn't work out that well for them. Again, who is behind this? What's going on? What's the purpose of this? Why are we still targeting these 4 people? Anyways, this one was really good. I also recommend this. The next one the second book really, that Karen McManus came out with is Two Can Keep a Secret. Basically, in this book, our main character and her brother are going back to the town that her mother was raised in, which is the town that her aunt died in when she was their age, and which was recently the host of a homecoming queen's murder. It's a very murdery town. Anyways, they get to the town and stuff starts to happen, which leads them to try to investigate why their aunt died, what is really going on with this town, and who's really behind it all. Another twisty-windy book. I really like this one. I think this one might be my favorite out of the Karen McManus verse out there. I really enjoyed it. Also, it ended on a cliffhanger, so I hope that this one gets a sequel. Maybe. I don't know. It was kind of like a resolved cliffhanger, but still a cliffhanger. And then this one is the last one, which is the third one she came out with. It is The Cousins. This one revolves around 3 POVs. Is it 3? Yeah, 3 or 4 POVs. Basically, these family members, they're all kind of distant. They're all like first cousins, but they're all distant because of some incident that happened within the family. The youngest ones get an invitation to work at their grandmother's resort. She owns like a resort on an island. Anyways, they go there. They're like, cool, we're gonna go do what grandma wants us to do. They get there, but grandma makes it immediately clear that is not what they're there for, and things start to go really wrong. So they have to investigate what happened, what drove their family apart. This one's pretty good. I really liked it. And then there was a 5th Karen McManus book, and that I can't remember the name of it, but I will pop up the cover because I do remember that it was like 3 POVs? 2 or 3 POVs. Basically, these three teens, they decide to play hooky from school. One of them is running for class president, but they're like, let's go. They see the other opponent for class president there at like this park type area. They follow him and he disappears for a little bit. When they find him again, he's dead. Leads them into kind of a bit of a drug investigation. It's your typical mystery. That one I didn't like as much as the other ones, but it was still pretty good, so definitely check that one out as well. So now all the Karen McManus books are out of the way, we're going to go to some other mysteries I recommend, starting with Hollow Fires by Samira Ahmed. I recommend this one a lot because I think that everyone should read it. I think should be one of those books that should be in modern literature classes, and it's going to be one of those classics that our future children should read and ones that we should be reading now. Basically, it's told in two POVs. One of them is from this boy who is dead. He was participating in the science club. He made a jetpack, but when a racist teacher saw it, she called the police because she thought it was a bomb, because that's how racist are. It gets national coverage, but that leads to him getting bullied a lot and his disappearance, then murder. You find out in the first chapter, he dead. So sad. The second POV is the girl that is investigating his disappearance, and it leads her to some areas that might be very, very dangerous for her. It talks a lot about racism, Islamophobia, and all of that. It's so well written. Samira Ahmed is one of those writers that when she puts out a book, you need to immediately stop what you're reading and pick up whatever book she is putting out. I always highly recommend her work. This one and Internment. Internment was wonderful. But basically, pick up this book. I also always recommend Firekeepers Daughter by Angeline Boulley. In this one, our MC is an indigenous teen living on a reservation. And, you know, trying to get her life together. She meets a guy who's a hockey player like her brother is. They hit it off really well. Sparks fly. She's starting to get her life going in a direction that she thinks that she wants it to go, but then bam, she sees someone get murdered and she's thrown into an FBI investigation, and this leads to possibly a really big drug ring within the reservation that she is drafted to help solve. It's so well done. It's so well written. It's one of the best mysteries I've ever read in my life, and I highly recommend that you read this. Also, one that should be taught in the classroom. One that is a little bit more tongue-in-cheek about the current sphere of social media and stuff like that is Killer Content by Kiley Roache. In this one, there are 5 teenagers that are living, the 6 teenagers are living in a hype house of sorts. If you don't know what that is, it's a big house that content creators pull their money into, rent out or buy, and then they all stay there, and it's just like kind of like a WeWork building. They spend all that time making content and stuff like that with each other, apart, whatever. Anyways, so they're all at this hype house when there is a fight that happens, and the next morning while one of them is live streaming, she finds one of the roommate that left dead in the pool. So they're all thrown into this criminal investigation, and then they have to solve for themselves who really did it and what is going on, as more mysterious stuff, especially with their social media, starts to happen. It's a really good book. I think this is the first one that Kiley wrote. Nope, she wrote Frat Girl and The Dating Game. I don't know what those are about, but if they're written half as good as this one, I'm going to love it. This was my first Kiley Roache book, and I really liked it. I really liked all the social commentary on social media and influencing. And the last one that I'm going to recommend is A Girl Overboard by Sandra. This one was really fun. So if you're into cruising and stuff like that, like you like vacation novels, you like cruising, this one is a cruise mystery book. On this one, our MC, she is joining a family cruise. She's not that happy about it. She wants to spend time with her boyfriend instead on the mainland, but whatever. She goes along with her family. She meets this girl. They hit it off. They become really fast friends. They are so happy together, and then her friend mysteriously disappears. Everyone else is discounting her friend's disappearance because her friend has had a troubled past, and she has talked about running away before. There is some stuff that is going on with her family. She is in the foster system being taken care of by her aunt and uncle, who really don't seem to give a crap about her, and only are really wanting her for her inheritance. It's pisses me off. The only person that really cares if she is alive or if she jumped overboard or what happened to her is our main character. You follow her through this journey of her trying to solve this murder mystery, possible murder mystery, on her own. It is very riveting. I really loved it. I did have a couple questions about the length of time that we were on the cruise, especially because it kind of just felt like we were just kind of sailing around in a circle. But other than that, it was really good. I highly recommend this one. This is definitely one that you should take on a cruise, by the way. So yeah, that is all the books I'm going to recommend for mystery/thriller books that you should be reading this season. Definitely check all of those out, and I will see y'all later. Bye!